In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 2025 goals, what they are, why I've decided to choose them as my goals, and some insight in terms of my thinking around them. Don't think small. A lot of people will severely underestimate how much that they can actually achieve. I don't know a single successful person who doesn't write down their goals every single day. Aim high and just really give yourself the opportunity to think about what it is that you want. And this is the most important thing that I can tell you guys is just make sure that you're visiting your goals every single day. So one thing that I always tell all of my clients is before you set your goals for the year is do a little bit of a visualization practice. So there's a lot of videos on YouTube of like visualization, manifestation, where you can really get yourself into a state of just complete consciousness. Really think about what your goals are, what you want to achieve, and what's important to you. Don't think small. A lot of people will severely underestimate how much that they can actually achieve. And think to yourself, what is my goal? And can I even 10x that? And what would I have to do to get to that 10x goal? If you shoot high, even if you end up falling a little bit below that, you're still going to end up in a really good position. And I know a lot of people don't even set goals for themselves, and that's honestly one of the worst things that you can do. Right now, I want you to write down for yourself a few areas in your life that you want to improve on. So for you, that might be family, your health and fitness, relationships, money, career, your business, your dream life as a whole and what that looks like for you, your overall routine. Have a think about what those areas are for yourself and have goals in every single area. The first goal that I have for myself is to do a little bit of a rebrand. So I had a rebrand pretty recently regarding my company, changing the logo, changing the brand colors. However, there's a lot of things that I still need to update. I need to update my website. I need to update my logo. I've still got my old logo on my car and my team shirts, client robes. So I really want to redo all of that. I want to do a little bit of a rebrand because obviously that's going to be on brand in terms of my brand as a whole, and I think branding is so important in terms of everyone getting to know you. And because I've had so many years of my company logo and colors just being this one set thing, I really want to drill it into everyone that this is my new logo, this is my brand color, so when people see that, they can recognize it as Team Absolute Athletes. So I really want to update that. I want to update my website. I really want to update my polos, uniforms, team shirts, all of that. So that's really important for me, is to do a little bit of a rebrand, and that includes my website as well. Just get a little bit of a refresh, because I think that's really important to update and stay on top of, because I do little updates here and there. But I want to kind of just do everything as a whole. Even my team robes that I'm going to be doing for all of my client comps, because my team brand is red, I want to get those completely red, and that way we're going to stand out amongst everyone else. And red's like a good fierce color, especially at bodybuilding competitions. So excited for that. So that's my first goal, is to do a rebrand and refresh of pretty much everything. The next goal that I have written down is to settle on my previous property. So I bought my previous property over a year ago now, but because I buy off plan, it still takes time for it to be built. So I want to settle on that one. The reason why that's a goal, I mean, obviously it's going to happen. So it's not like it's a massive goal, because the main portion and deposit I've obviously already paid for. But when you buy as an investment property, you have all the extra fees that you have to pay as well. So I'm going to have a massive fee once that settles. So just obviously having enough money aside for that, because that's a whole nother house deposit when you buy as an investment property and you're buying to not live in it. That's goal number 2, is just to settle on my previous property that I had bought. So the next goal that I have is, of course, grow my YouTube channel. This is a goal that I always have set out for myself every single year, but as I have discussed with you guys, I'm treating YouTube like a whole new business within itself, really taking it seriously now, obviously working with videographer. Basically just treating my YouTube channel like a business itself, just taking it a lot more seriously, uploading frequently as well. So obviously stay tuned for more and more videos. You guys would have already seen the consistency on my channel. So if you haven't already, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. I love goal setting. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do, and it's what I really encourage all of my clients to do. Aim high and just really give yourself the opportunity to think about what it is that you want. And it's really important, and this is the most important thing that I can tell you guys, is just make sure that you're visiting your goals every single day. I don't know a single successful person who doesn't write down their goals every single day, who constantly refers back to them, who looks at them morning, night, who reads on them, who manifests it, who visualizes it, who has vision boards. Every single successful person has goals that are so big than what you can possibly even imagine. And once again, I say this all the time, but make sure your circle of friends and the people you surround yourself with are doing better than you, because otherwise you're just going to end up in the same position that you did last year, and you're just not going to be happy with yourself. You want to make sure that you're doing needle moving activities in terms of getting you to where you want to be in life. Make sure you have those people around you that make you feel like your goals are small. And if you don't have those people, then you need to kind of distance yourself within reason, that's healthy still, and consume content of other successful people that you inspire to be. And if you can do that, you will end up having such a good, successful year. You'll feel so happy with yourself. And honestly, it's so important that you do set these goals for yourself, because otherwise you're just going to be upsetting with yourself. You're going to want more for yourself, and you're just going to be living in a state where you're not completely happy or satisfied with yourself. It's like the whole Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which I love speaking about with my clients. Is at the very top you've got self-actualization, which is the very top and key to overall happiness. So I think it's really important that we are setting those goals, because if you've got all those foundations and those basics at the bottom of the pyramid, where you've got your basic shelter covered, you've got your food, you've got your water, your relationships, you're fulfilled in every other area of life. But if you haven't got that very top of the pyramid, then you haven't got that complete pyramid of your overall needs. And most people go through their life of never getting to the very top of the pyramid of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, of self-actualization. Basically what it is reaching your full potential. And we will never be truly satisfied within ourselves if we're not hitting to the top of the pyramid. So that's why I think it's so incredibly important that you're setting those goals, that you're going after them. And it's one thing to set goals, but it's another thing to have that action for yourself and to be putting in the work every single day. Like I said, you have to really just refer back to them morning, night, constantly. And this might turn into a little bit of a motivational chat, but you have to be so consumed by your goals, and you have to want nothing more for yourself than achieving those goals. And you have to want it so bad for yourself, because otherwise you're just not going to get them, especially if you've got big goals for yourself and you want a different life. Like for me, I want a different life for myself so bad that there's nothing else that consumes my mind. Family, God first for me absolutely is number one, but the reason why I want these goals and everything so bad is for them, right? So once again, think about your why. Why do you want these goals? The other personal goals that I have that I can't share with you guys is because it's for other people, and obviously don't want them to necessarily see. So have your why that's so strong for yourself, and don't just do your goals for yourself, but do them for other people as well. And as I said, just you have to be so consumed by what it is that you want to achieve that ultimately nothing else matters. And if you can kind of have that mindset and you can continue applying yourself every single day and work so hard for it, because you are so capable of all of the goals that you want for yourself. There is no such thing as a goal that's too big or that's too out of reach. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So go after it every single day. Make it a reality, because it's absolutely possible for yourself. 1 year from now, you can be in a completely different position that you wouldn't possibly believe. You might only be one Instagram reel from going viral. You might be one YouTube video from going viral. You might be one sales post or one Instagram post away from your next sale. You don't know. The only thing that's absolutely guaranteeing you failing is if you give up. So just don't give up within yourself, and if you do, you'll always regret it. You'll never regret just working hard towards your goals. But guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of an insight in terms of what I'm going to achieve this next year. As I said, I've got a few other personal goals that I'm definitely going to be achieving and sharing with you guys as well. So I'm super excited to share with you guys what they are. Like I said, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel to make sure that you don't miss them, because those are some massive goals as well that I'm dying to show you guys, so I cannot wait. But that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.